Hello and welcome to The Wave of Things. My name is André Savitier. The last 10 to 15 years saw the rise of an aesthetical movement called steampunk. What is steampunk? Did you read books by Herbert George Wells, Jules Verne, Arthur Conan Doyle, or Edgar Allan Poe? All those were big influences on the world of steampunk. Imagine a 19th century with the technological knowledge of the present, or a post-apocalyptic world with a 19th century aesthetic. Steampunk can be many things, and it's hard to define it actually. It is also a sibling of cyberpunk, but in contrary to cyberpunk, steampunk has a creative potential. The movement is based on a DIY aesthetic. Today we will talk with Bob Eisenstein from the French band Victor Sierra, which is considered one of the most steampunk bands we have nowadays.
Strong choose the easy path. Find a target for the wrath and spit at the face. The love to hate will live. Unquiet days, unquiet moments of our time.
Andre,
Yes. Bob?
can you hear me? Can you hear
Yeah.
me? Because I'm aboard the Hydrogen Queen. And I
Yeah.
know the connection is not that good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, now I hear you. Not sound clear, but I can hear you. Okay. Let's do it, Andre. Let's do it.
Are you in any kind of trouble on the Hydrogen Queen?
You know, when we are at such a high altitude, we have problems with lightnings, with the wind, with the magnetic fields. We have problems of every kind when you are flying in the atmosphere. So I ask you to forgive me for such a bad connection.
All right. Is there anything I can do?
I think there is nothing you can do, Andre. This is the life aboard the Hydrogen Queen.
You're back. We lost connection.
Yes, we are back.
So what have you been up to the last years?
Since then, we have released three albums. We have released in 2013. We have released Yesterday's Tomorrow. 2015, we have released Go for the Strange, and in 2018, we have released a few months ago The Manchurian Pass.
Very busy.
We have kept very busy. Yeah, that's for sure.
A friend of mine asked me how you sound. It was hard for me to describe. How would you describe your music?
Last time we were in England, someone was saying that there is no steampunk music, but only music steampunks listen to. And I think that we are quite listened to in England at the moment, in Great Britain. I think a lot of people label us as one of the most steampunk band of the steampunk community. I mean, with our legends, our stories, our songs, our sound. I think, it can sound a bit preposterous, but I heard it, so I deliver to you what people say about us.
Yeah, it's a very nice compliment then, actually, huh?
Actually, it make me blush every time I hear it.
What is steampunk actually? What does it mean to you?
Steampunk, before saying it is yesterday's tomorrow, it is a place where you are totally free. It is the place where age doesn't count, where you come from doesn't count at all. It is a place where you can create. It is real and virtual at the same time. It is a place where imagination can bloom.
How did you get into this whole thing?
It is very bizarre, and I think we are not alone in this case. We were already steampunk without knowing the name, without knowing anything about the steampunk community. I have always been very interested in retro-futurism and a reality can hide another reality and these kind of things, and time traveling. But I wasn't. I was totally outside the steampunk community, the retro-futurist community. At some point, I think it was when Big Machine joined the band in 2010, if I remember well. He told us that we were a steampunk band. Then I googled it, and all of a sudden it's Shazam! It is this. It is it. We are a steampunk band.
Your outfit is very interesting. All three outfits of your band.
Thank you. It is the legendary converted princess, the Victor Sierra's lead singer, who designs and makes all our outfits, hers and mine and Big Machine's as well. Do it yourself, DIY, is a very important aspect in the steampunk. We try to do everything ourselves. Our music, the decor, the contraptions we use on stage, and the outfits.
You have a narrative around your band, around your group.
Yes.
Can you sum it up in short that we know what it's all about? The story of Victor Sierra.
Sum it up, of course. It is very easy. It is a very easy question. Thank you very much. Andre. A few days after this discussion with Big Machine, when he said that we were a steampunk band, I immediately had the idea of the Hydrogen Queen. Sometimes it becomes so complicated even for myself. And for me to explain with some words, to sum it up, as you say, our universe, it is very complicated. I would just say, okay, Victor Sierra is here. We have a very deep universe, multicolored one. Enter it and find by yourself.
You also have songs in different languages, not just in English. So what I remember, there was Spanish and French, of course.
Yeah.
Any other?
English, Spanish, French, and some Yiddish. I suppose I don't express the same things depending on the languages I write in.
In every language you think differently, no?
Yes, and of course each language has its own rhythm. You have a rhythm in English that you can't find in French, for example, and vice versa. Then you have to think in the language you want to write in.
In which language you prefer to think and to write?
I would lie if I told you that English is not my preferred one. The thing in English, it is that when you have a word that means something, it always has a rhythm in it, inside the word, that express the signification as well. There is a word in English I like very much. It is unpredictable. Unpredictable, it has a very strong rhythm.
It sounds like what it means.
Yes, exactly.
Are you connected with other steampunk or retro-futuristic bands?
Yes, mostly in England and in Germany as well with Feline and Strange. They are friends. We have friends in the United States as well. Almost actually no one in France, because in France steampunk bands doesn't exist. I won't say that we are the only ones, but at the moment I haven't heard about other bands. And anyway, in France, nothing happens, as you probably already know it. It's not very complicated, very difficult to realize that in France, not much happens except people costuming themselves and taking photographs from one another. So we have friends, yes, outside France, mostly in Great Britain.
You had also some concerts.
We perform a lot in England at the moment. We had a little small tour last summer. We performed in Edinburgh, in Scotland as well. It was very, very nice. We have project in the United States. I hope we will be back in Germany as well. We'll be back in England, in York, on December the 20th. And there is an exception. We will be performing in France for the first time for 5 years in a small town in the north of France. Yeah, and that's it.
Do you have anything to add? What was not mentioned?
First, I've been very happy to have this interview with you and Ray, because we know each other for a long time now, and but it's the first time we see actually each other. First time I see you, and I'm very happy, and thank you very much for that. I would say I would like to add that we have our website, which is www.victorsierra.net, and is full of information about the band. And also we have a merch page. Then you can buy everything we sell. And what else? See you next time, Andre.
Okay, see you again, Bob Eisenstein.
As always, thank you very much for watching, and see you the next time.